Greetings, ladies and gentlemen.
Greetings!
Has the question, what's the tankiest enemy in Half-Life, ever troubled your sleep, making your next day at school or at work miserable? Well, thanks to this video you will never have these types of troubles again, cause I'm here to quell your curiosity.
Don't you find this all rather fascinating?
So in this video I will only take a look at Half-Life 1, excluding the expansions. That's because if you have played Opposing Force, you already got your dose of PTSD from the Foxtrot Uniform chapter, and you already know that the Vortigaunts, these fat giant alien creatures who remind me of an overweight Pikachu in love with McDonald's, and that's because the Vortigaunts are yellow and somewhat striped. Well, these enemies are indeed the tankiest enemies in the Half-Life universe, with a whopping 450 HPs on hard mode. I specify hard mode because it increases the HP values of your foes, and normal the Vortigaunts got only 320 HPs. Well, I didn't want to talk about the expansions, but there you go boys. Excluding the Gargantua, the Vortigaunts is the tankiest creatures in the Half-Life universe, at least the Half-Life 1 universe. But Storm the Source, why would you leave out the Gargantua? It's a status symbol in Half-Life. Well, I wanted to exclude the Gargantua because, in my opinion, aside from its third appearance in Interloper, where you can actually tear him down easily with your Egon gun, which is proof of what a masterpiece of a game Half-Life 1 is, since this is a good example of the FPS power fantasy. Well, excluding this latter case, the Gargantua serves more as a sort of puzzle mini-boss, from which you can only run away from before it toasts your ass, or you can run away to then grill his ass with high intensity electricity. It also explodes in a very goofy manner, in my opinion. Of course, if we were to count the Gargantua in, with his vertiginous 1000 HP on hard and 800 HP on normal and easy, it would certainly be the tankiest hero in Half-Life 1. But this would be too much of an obvious answer. I bet that every single one of you, after reading the title of this video, thought to themselves, it's the Gargantua, man. But no, the real answer is shockingly surprising. So it must be the tanks, right? I mean, they're tanks at the end of the day. So let's take a look at the M1A1 Abram and the M2A3 Bradley. Even if these military vehicles seem to be extremely resistant to your fire at first, they actually go down quite easily with just 3 well-aimed rockets at the turret. Given that rockets deal 100 damage, the tanks have 300 HP each, and yes, there are foes with more HP than them. What about the helicopter then? An enemy that surely makes Gordon Freeman escape from Black Mesa and hard move to pull off, since it is quite a challenging enemy to face. He shoots both missiles and tries to chain gun the player to death. And if you don't have enough rockets or enough TOW cannon ammos, destroying the Apache is quite an hard task. You can always shoot at the rotors with your SMG, but it takes a lot more effort and MLG tire aim. Anyways, the Apache has got a whopping amount of 400 HP, making it the second tankiest enemy in Half-Life 1. In all actuality, the Apache is tied with what I consider to be the top 1 tankiest creature to fight in Half-Life 1. This latter enemy, in fact, inhabits environments where Gordon's abilities to use his full arsenal are limited. In fact, the only weapons Gordon can shoot from are the pistol and the crossbow. Yes guys, I'm talking about the scary-ass, sharp-fanged Ichthyosaur. Why would Valve assign 400 HP to such an abomination of a monster is insane to me. When he gets angry at you, he starts flailing his body in a very weird way. He emits a very disturbing and loud as hell sound too. And he opens and closes his fangs in a very unnatural and sketchy way. Yeah, you can tell that I'm scared about the Ichthyosaur because I'm actually traumatized by the Super Mario 64 eel, and many water creatures scare the hell out of me. To overcome my fear of these fat fishes, and ugly as hell too, I swore to myself I had to fight Ichthyosaurs every time I met them in the game. And in the process of doing so, I would always think, good god, these guys are actually pretty tanky, will they ever die? And the most surprising aspect about the EKH pool is that setting the game on hard doubles their HP from the normal difficulty. In fact, on hard it's 400 HP, while on normal and easy it's just 200. On top of that, the water obviously limits the number of weapons you can use. Of course, you can always swim on the surface level and shoot the Ichthyosaurs from above with a shotgun or the MP5. However, considering how murky the iconic Half-Life 1 water textures are, sometimes you won't see these fishes coming, and this strategy may leave you exposed to their dangerous claws and bites that can actually mess you up quite fast, since Ichthyosaurs do indeed hit like a truck. And I wish you good luck if you have run out of crossbow ammos. It takes 8 bolts to bring an Ichthyosaur down, and given how slow the crossbow is at reloading, it's quite a lot of shots. And if you have run out of ammo, you will need to use your Glock, and good luck with that, since a Glock only hits for 17 damage. So yeah boys, the correct answer was the Ichthyosaur, if you didn't already guess it before watching this very good and insightful video. And I bet you didn't guess it. So good luck, have fun, play hard, go pro.